horrible.
Shall I state them alphabetically, numerically? Where would you like me to start?
Actually, numerically would be great. I want to see how you do this numerically.
Number 1.
Oh, you can't just
Last week.
You can't add a number in front of things and be like, well, now it's numeric. That's not how numerical works.
I created a beautiful sheet for you guys to follow. I don't know, things we've been following for years with notes.
Right. Well,
I did this.
I'm gonna allow you your time to bitch about how we didn't do it properly. But what's going on, everybody? I'm the one, the only, the WOOKIE, joined here by the normal cast of misfits. We have the one, the only, the smoke show, the Drazcore.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We have the PhD of Keyforge, Dr. Sheep.
Hello.
And the bitchiest furball around, Ewok Jr.
Hello, Keyforge community. Glad that we can bring some sanity back to this. Hopefully some organization too, because at least one of us will read the show notes this week.
I feel like people come here not for the organization. I'm going to go out on a limb and say
I don't know why. I don't know why people come here. Let me say that. I don't know why people come here.
I don't either. I would like them stated for me alphanumerically.
Alphanumerically.
Yes. So go ahead. How did we screw up last week? You made a long, nice thing for us.
So
notes or something.
I took vacation time as I'm sitting in beautiful, warm Florida. It was really nice to bounce in, and I left you guys some notes to be able to help assist you.
Weird, because all you left Florida was a hurricane.
I made it in after a hurricane and before the next hurricane, but some nice notes that were just glanced over, not talked about at all. That's okay. Aember Skies is live on TCO, so great job, TCO family, for putting that together. I know everyone's been enjoying that for over a week now. We also had Canadian nationals, and we had some of the number. Yeah, nationals for Canadians. So
Canadians are real.
Shout out for the 21 attendance for Archons, 7 for Alliance, 25 for Sealed, and for all the winners. I'm going through it short because I get yelled at, blah, blah, blah. We also had Shanghai Vault Tour winner.
We might as well, because Lord knows GG don't.
You're still waiting. You're still waiting on U.S. Nationals.
I mean, they took pictures and everything. I gave them my A game on pictures. I even gave them my good side. And you want to know what I got? Fucking nothing.
Now who's
which ones are
who's
good
adding to my swear jar? Thank you very much.
Top or the bottom?
I don't know if Z just sent me sealed boxes of Altered, or if these are just cards and boxes and he just wrapped them in plastic wrap.
What? We don't care about that.
Oh, sorry. We don't care about that. Continue.
No. So we actually had the names of the Shanghai Vault Tour winners. For Archon, it was Wen, and Alliance, it was Huang. And then you guys did miss. Actually, I felt really bad about this one because this is now right on our doorstep for this weekend. But Midwest Keyforge Charity Open, and that's why I was putting it in. It is happening this weekend. So by the time this comes out Friday, it is like the next Saturday. It's the next day.
He just sent me 2 sealed boxes of Altered. That Z is a nice guy.
Quitter.
I'm not going anywhere for Keyforge, right?
No, he's a quitter.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know how to refocus you. There's a squirrel. There's a squirrel.
ADD. There is a squirrel.
Hey, Ewok, what's going on in the Midwest?
Well, this is why Midwest Keyforge Charity Open is this weekend. And if you guys have not seen, actually, they had some really cool custom dragon shields, sleeves, their mats.
You can also buy them if you cannot join the Midwest Charity Open Classic, which it's not where it was that was originally where did we go? Kansas City?
Yes, it's actually in Fairview Heights, Illinois this year. Which
is pretty much Missouri.
Yeah, it is right across the street. But I wanted to put that out there because even if you can't go to this amazing event, hopefully you can. But if you can't, please come and support them. They got some really sweet dragon shields and mats. And it is definitely worth it. The money is going for charity. And so that's why I wanted to put it out there. That's the quick, skinny.
And if you can go, they make the best 3D trophies of Keyforge cards anywhere.
That was a lot of fun.
A lot of that going on.
That we went.
I mean, they do. Their trophies are fantastic, but a lot of other people making 3D trophies.
No, that's well.
No,
I feel like that's fish that swim. You know, don't all fish swim?
No, I think what
They're
Sheep's trying to get at
gorgeous.
is they are gorgeous. They're very well done. Sheep over here in MS Paints and Ewok here with some craft supplies from his classroom. We're not cutting it. I mean, these are people have taken time. They're artistic, and I got to give them credit for that.
No, we do because they are good. They're gorgeous. Man, I think last year's like float. It floated. It levitated.
Yeah,
right?
I think
Floated was
Floated?
This is,
Sounds wrong to me. But I'm pretty sure. I think last year's it was floating, right? And then I think the year before that it like lit up or something really cool. Like there's always some sort of neat twist on the trophies. So if you do get the opportunity to go, I greatly suggest it. If you can't, I had the link. I'm gonna try to refind it. You can buy the sleeves, which are like ugly sweater sleeves. And
for the different houses
for
too.
all the
They did them
different
for each
houses,
house.
and then they got some for the mats. And I think they had a couple other things. I picked up 2 sets of sleeves. They're a little on the pricey side, but all the money does go towards. Is it Children's Hospital? It's Children's something or other. I want to say it's Children's Hospital, but I think that might be wrong.
it's children incarceration. Yeah.
Did you say children incarceration?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need extra jail time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I cannot speak to this. I do not know the charity benefit off the top of our head.
It's like the scared straight kind of thing, you know.
Rainbow Wolf's here. I think he knows. He's part of something with that. I don't know. Maybe not.
He's definitely an incarcerated child.
Oh, well.
It's the Children Cancer Research Fund.
There you go. So either
That's
way,
not incarceration.
it's a little
Cancer research.
little different. So much in the AC fashion.
Ours is more fun.
Yeah.
I mean, not good.
Is it more fun?
Yes.
Now, Rainbow is actually trying to help a good cause. And
Please send all angry comments to @Dr. Sheep on Discord.
Yep.
He will field your children incarceration jokes.
And he is definitely deserving of that because this week.
Is because he's incarcerating children?
No. How did our AC guys mess up? Oh boy, we made it.
Maybe I was an incarcerated child and I turned out fine.
That's debatable.
I was not.
You were not, and it's still debatable about how you turned out. But anyway, we show up. Sheep is like, I really need to get a coffee. So he gets a nice, large coffee. And Sydney and I are like, hey, we're actually
24
early.
ounces.
It was 20. It was 24. And I think you may have had a sip.
Yes.
And Sydney and I are playing our Archon decks, which there might be a little.
Sydney's.
They're both Sydney's, and both of those might have a little bit of money behind them. They are not cheap decks, and Sheep accidentally hit his coffee over all of the boards. So PSA, we lost some mats, but we were able to save the decks because of double sleeving. So any of those valuable decks, please double sleeve. Because I actually saw coffee on the inside of the sleeve and I was having a panic attack. But the double sleeve, it was double sleeved in the proper way. So one was right side up and one was going in the opposite direction. And we were able to just wipe it off and move on with life. So PSA, go ahead, double sleeve. It's well worth it. But, Damon, it happens.
All right.
We're all alive.
Anything else to start up this week?
Yes. But let's move on with.
I can list something.
Go ahead.
What are you doing to our feed?
What do you mean?
Come on, Wookie.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
Yeah, I got
junk on our
altered,
feet.
and it was horrible.
Grumpy old men gonna grump. Yes, there is a altered show. One Mr. Big Z reached out to me and said he wanted to do a show about altered. He is very much into altered, which is fine. We all
Yeah,
like
that's
what we
fine.
like, right? So the way this is going to go down is Friday or Saturday, dependent, TBD, will be the Archons Corner Keyforge stream. Tuesdays will be the Altered Corner Altered stream. They have 2 different logos, and I will be putting Altered Corner in the front of all the Altered Corner shows, so you know that they are about Altered. So if you are not into Altered, feel free not to listen, i.e. Drazcor and Dr. Sheep. Good?
No.
What do you
I
mean?
don't want it in
still
my
have to-
feed.
I have to
Well,
think
then
that much
don't
in my feed.
listen.
But it comes in my damn feed.
Do you guys listen to this show?
Yes, I
Comes in
do.
my feed.
I actually found it pretty funny when I there was a couple parts that were cut out. So you did some nice editing because my audio quality was pretty rough last week when I was on location. So I appreciated the editing, but even hearing how I left all of my scores and when you guys came in with some of my scores or not reading, Sheep, you were hysterical. I still disagree about some of the items, but again, Sheep was back from Madrid and argued on some. You also changed some of them in our sheet. Thanks, Sheep. And it was great to be able to see. So I love you
You were
guys. too.
wrong.
That is one way to look at it, sir. That is one way to look at it.
Oh, that's the correct way.
I don't know about that, but
Well, are we, let's see, I gotta check my notes here, guys. Hold on.
if you have not signed up for Worlds, please do so. They're going to be amazing events. We have quite a few things that are already planned. Lots of social gatherings, lots of Keyforge from different varieties that you may like. And as of last check-in, we are seeing that there are already 89 people signed up. So great job. It's going to be an amazing gathering. So come on, check it out. There's lots to do for the casual all the way up to the uber competitive.
99.
99 already. Look at that. We're about to break 100. So no, that's really cool to see, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked. I didn't think we'd break it 100, but we did. I'm glad.
Yeah, well, that's because you're a grumpy
Exciting.
old man.
Yeah. All right.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
Like the extra day. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna do lots of celebration, both playing Keyforge and eating and drinking and I'm rooming with X-rays, so I assume strippers.
only for Rico.
Party.
Only for Rico.
Well.
No, but I mean, even
yes, Riku's getting married there. I think is what I heard. Right?
No, he's not getting married. He's getting married like 2 weeks after.
Well, I thought Ewok was officiating, right?
Ooh.
Oh, is that how that works?
I don't know.
I'll go get my online thing.
There you go. Yeah, get Dr. Chief to officiate your wedding.
I'm already an officiant.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can do the whole married thing.
Wow.
I
is that like a common request at the pawn shop? Like
No.
they're like, hey,
no, but I am legal to I can marry people. Little fun fact about the Wookiee you didn't know, but I am a legal officiant.
so how many times have you done that?
Once.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only the one time.
For a family member.
No, for a friend. But
Okay.
might as well be, but
Yeah. No, I think that it's really neat. They were actually looking at having a formal day, so bringing some formal attire, and that may, I share this now so that we're a couple of weeks out. But for Riku and his beautiful fiance, make sure that you bring something that's formal, and you'll see some more details hopefully coming out. Maybe that's from us, maybe that's from Help from Future Self or someone else. But I think it'll be some more fun things. There's so much to do at this world, so I'm excited for it.
Wookie, can you make us formal jerseys?
Oh, yes. Do it.
I don't know if they'd
that'd
be
be
here
so
in
good.
time. at this
Yeah.
point.
Get a rush order on that.
Oh boy. You're asking for quite a bit. All right.
Can we choose jerseys that look like a man's front chest area? Like we're all like ripped with six packs,
Oh,
and
you
we
want
just
rip? Oh, so you want like
you know what
like,
you want like the whole man
no.
thing?
like hobo?
Yeah, there's
hobo?
already a buff hobo.
okay,
Yeah,
that is
Buffalo.
true.
Claimed.
That was already claimed. Okay, sorry, I'm late on that one. On to cards. So we're gonna go into cards. I know the biggest argument was on Shard of Change for you, Sheep.
Oh my god, I got wrecked by that card the other day. That thing's a 6.
So
Side my ass. That's a 6.
Nah.
So here I will say a large reason for my grade for Shard is I don't want to see Shard with the old shards. If you have the new ones, but it is guaranteed right now that you are coming in groups of 2 or 3, and I've
3.
only seen 3.
Shards always come in 3 now.
I've only seen it in 3, and that's why I'm like, I had to actually downgrade it because if we get the old shards, I don't want to have those.
But if you get the new ones, it's crazy good.
Yeah.
And Logos is fine.
So that is why.
And in Archon, you're only going to be playing the houses with good shards anyways, so you're doing fine.
Well, this is there. I don't know. There's a couple.
true.
So.
Yeah, the dish shard is pretty sad.
Yeah. So that's why I say, like, for me, it took a hit there, but I can agree that I think that is something to be a little bit
card,
more.
even if it only ever does its effect once, which is discard a card and pick something from your discard to play again, is still a 5. Even if it didn't shard and go into multiples.
It's still slow. I think that
it's stupid strong once it hits, though.
Yeah, but you have to be able to come back to it, and it's slow, and you're going to see that with the ability to action. That's why the rating was there. It's
Everything
slow.
is slow then.
Oh,
You guys have become obsessed where like if you don't win by playing the card, it's now slow.
No. But
It's
when
not
you're
stupid fast, but once you land it and you get to go back, it is such an accelerator. It's crazy.
Right, it's worth going back into the house.
Yeah, like
it is worth going back into it.
With one creature on board, one card in hand, and one discard and play your best card again, you can continually loop Equidon potentially and win the game.
Potentially,
And
but
there you go,
again,
another corner of the market lock. Yeah.
But again, with this,
Of course, it is same type, so you do have to keep drawing.
If you only have one out, one, you have to have other Equidon that's there. 2, but having one shard, I'm just cycling one card, which is good, but it's not. It's not
strong.
crazy. I don't know. I think that you're overplaying its true value.
I
and
don't think so. I think once you play against it, you're going to see how absolutely strong that card is. Very strong.
Yeah, I'm just saying for actions, if this artifact comes out anywhere in the second half, if it's in
most of the artifacts, though, that doesn't mean they're not very strong cards that you want in your deck.
Well, I guess that's where the clarification comes on how we're going ahead and evaluating. And so that's where there's just some disagreement, but that is what it is. So it gave some but it did. It
that
came
was a lot of words for I think you're wrong.
we can go ahead and disagree.
Okay, I will take these and you can have more of the rest of the bad cards.
Yeah.
Because this is a very, very strong card. Anyways.
Let's move on to some Giestoids.
Want to move on to some feisty Geisties?
We're already feisty. Let's do it.
All right. It's funny. I used to have I had a math teacher in college. His name was Mr. Geistart, and everybody called him Feisty Geisty. Wookiees fun facts. Anyways, Horoscope. It's an artifact item. Action, discard a card. If you do, purge a card of the same type as a discarded card from a discard pile.
I'm taking in this artwork, by the way.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here.
There's like a weird little dude, or this horoscope is huge, but he's got a twisty arm that's like adjusting the scope. That's wrapping around. It's really
I think that's what's going on.
Yeah. And it's almost like you're at the ophthalmologist where they're going ahead and adjusting to be able to see clear. So clear 1 or 2. 1 or 2. That's what I'm seeing.
It's a little bit of efficiency and a little bit of purge control.
I kind of like this card.
Slow.
It is slow,
It
but the
is
effect
slow.
is good.
Yeah, I think this is just a solid like 3 style card. Like you're fine to have one.
Doesn't this bust combos though?
Well, it
So,
busts
against combos,
recursion
but-
combos.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, if
If they hold it, doesn't help.
right, if they hold it, it doesn't help. But if at any time, like, I don't know, like I could see this really screwing fraud up.
Now, fraud doesn't care about
Yeah.
recursion.
Fraud just has too many
Well, it's
high
not
quality
well,
cards.
it does care about recursion.
Not
Because
really.
if I take a battle fleet away from you, I slow you down significantly. If I
But
take
I've already
your
played
key
it and got value out of it.
if
so
I play
it doesn't
your
matter
if I take your
much.
key abduction away from you,
I've
Yeah.
already played it and got value out of it.
sure.
You're only catching me on the cycle, which it can matter. Like it's not bad.
Sheep, how did that cycle go when we were playing this week? I just flipped. Yep, there's the cycles. It's timing.
Yeah, I cycle before you can purge anything. That happens
Well.
sometimes too.
Well,
Ah.
you can just not draw your cards, and so your opponent can go ahead and cycle. I don't know. I think that it's nice for the discarding card for efficiency. I think that it is a little bit of control and purge, but I like it a little bit better against combo decks, but it meh. I placed it as a 2, so I think I see it as a 2 or a 3. And
I don't like artifacts in general.
They're just too they're too
super
slow.
powerful, but it's always just
I
mean-
think this is a 3, might verge on a 4, depending on how
see. I'm
how much
anywhere
recursion stuff is still played.
I'm anywhere between a 2 and a 4. Like
Sounds
I don't
like a
know
3.
where to put it, so I guess I just choose 3. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3's fine. Let's move it.
Because, well, hold on. Can I explain my reasoning? Holy schnitzel!
Go ahead, sir.
Wookiee's not important here.
Oh,
like
okay.
it's an artifact. so it's
Concur.
slow.
Wookiee is not important. All right,
Moving
let's
on.
move it.
Anyways, it's an artifact, so it's slow. I have to come back to Giestoid, which typically coming back to a house is a problem, but in Giestoid, not so much. You do have what is it?
I think you guys are under considering how board based this set is. Again.
It is, but
So coming back
also
to a
thinking
house
like in
is,
here somewhere is
normal
in
thing.
here Holidays festivals, like some of the
Yeah,
good
so
cards from the past set
coming
are
back.
in this set, so maybe you are coming back to Geistoid a little more than I give it credit for. But then I don't know. 3?
Yep.
3.
Everybody happy with 3?
Is somebody
Ghoul-
typing this week?
Yeah.
All right.
Yay!
I even
Ghoul-
updated it so that actually here, real quick, I can say this because you guys, while I was gone, you went ahead and basically asked what was our total and then our average. So our average for Equidon came to 247. So 2 and 47 hundredths. Dis, I went and averaged, actually was 2 and 91 hundredths. And then for Brobnar was 2 and 39 hundredths. So I went back for you guys. You're welcome.
Robnar's the poops.
Well, it definitely is. All right, ghoul keeping.
Ghoul. Hold on, can I say it cool?
Sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
Ghoul keeping. Perfect for Halloween, by the way.
You
Does this one?
you rock that A
I know.
plus there.
Ember, every time you play it, it's an action. It will enhance your deck with 2 Geistoid pips. First time I think we've seen this thus far on an action as opposed to a creature. I believe
Not
Brobnar,
with this
Dis,
one.
and Equidon were all creatures.
No.
Who was
The
not?
very first one we did in Dis was it's 2 Dis, and then you do 3 damage per
Okay.
Dis creature.
Yeah,
or something.
Fiendish Apprentice for Dis is enhanced with 2
That's
Dis
not a
pips.
creature?
No, for
I
each
keep
friendly
wanting to
Dis
say that's a
creature, deal 3 to an enemy creature.
It should be a creature. The name like Fiendish Apprentice. Anyways, play ready a friendly Geistoid creature.
With an amber pip on it, I think this is a 6.
Yeah, I don't see why. I mean,
I want
it's bare
as
minimum of
many
5.
as these as I can have.
They're pretty awesome. I mean, this
It could be a 5, but I would say this
I
is like
wrote 5 here, but like I could easily be talked into a 6. Like,
This card's great.
yeah,
these enhancements can land on out of house
Mhm.
creatures, making them Geistoid so you can play them and then play this and
Ready
ready
them.
them. Like
yeah.
good
and then I get
stuff.
to use them.
This
If I have a card in hand, I believe, Grim Reaper and what's the other one that enters play ready?
Aember Astray?
Yeah.
Albia Astray?
Albia Astray are both in set.
Grim Reaper's not in here.
Grim Reaper's not in set?
Yeah,
Echo Fly in this is a rule of 6.
Yes, and that's what's honestly Echo Fly in Aember Skies is something you're going to have to watch out for. There's multiple
a stronger card.
Yeah, it's much stronger in this set, and this with Ghoul Keeping with Echo Fly is a rule of 6, as Steve said. There's a couple of them.
Number of ways to ready and use that card in this set that were not in the previous sets.
Yeah.
Because of being able to change house and all the stuff on an Echo Fly. But yes, Ghoul Keeping, double enhance. Amber Pip ready a Giestoid, friendly Giestoid creature.
I don't know why this card needed an Ember Pip to make it better, but it has one.
But like that alone would have been a good card, and you put these 2 enhancement pips on it, and I think this is crazy. I think this thing's like a silly 6.
I think it might be a silly 6. This is pretty efficiency.
Good. This is going to make your deck
strong.
So you're getting. I agree. It's going to make your deck strong. I like the house enhancement pips. You have the ready a friendly Geistoid creature. So at a bare minimum, you get a reap out of it. So it's worth 2 amber there. But do you guys really want all of these Geistoid creatures? There isn't.
We want like 2 or 3 of the ones that we know were reprinted. Yeah, I'm fine with
the reprint.
Yes, but it's the reprint versus what's there, and that's the only reason. For me, I had it at a 4. I could be talked into the 5. I definitely can see that, but I struggle with it being a
summoned council or a Strato-wise for sure.
Yeah, like it makes like those cards both stink, which we'll get to, but it makes them actually good.
Strato-wise is fine.
All right. Well, let's go on. I'll even take a
6. I'll even take a Wellstring.
Sure.
It's worth the reap and the amber on it and 2 house enhancement pips.
Yeah,
I see the potential for what's there. Again, with Z-Score, it's supposed to be on the individual cards versus us going ahead and looking at Christmas Tree Land, which was definitely talked about quite a bit last week.
This isn't Christmas Tree Land.
No.
What is Mars 1st?
That statement.
Junky. This is
that
2
statement.
Ember.
That statement was more in regards to last week. There were some cards that you guys are going off about where, and this. I can see Ghoul Keeping. I think that this is really a 2-card combo. I will list it as a 6, and I see that. But I will say, in Equidon, I disagree with it. Yeah. It's also rare.
Mars 1st is a 4.
Yes.
And this gives you 2 house enhancements. Does Mars 1st have a pip? I believe it does.
It does.
Yeah, Mars 1st has a pip.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a bare minimum of 5.
Mars 1st is even ready and used. This is just ready. So you can even set up to do
action
more
or fight or do other things.
So no,
you don't even have to use them right away, because on Mars 1st you got to use it right away. You can set up some kind of stupid silly combo.
Yeah, as I said, I have gone ahead and yielded. You have won. Let's go on to Hella Chopper.
Hella Chopper.
Hella Chopper.
The 5 power chopper. You get to the chopper. You get to the 5 power Geistoid sheep. If you are haunted, Hella Chopper gets +3 power for each ember on it. Action capture 2.
Okay, so this is a combination of the not great Saurian creature that has action capture 2, who has got armor.
Also
that
5
this
power.
doesn't. And then the other not great Saurian creature that gets stronger for every amber on it. But only if you're haunted here, so it's not even that good. Yuck.
Oh, yeah, fine. He's at least a 3.
Is this a ship that comes with upgrades?
Probably.
Oh, I hope not.
I think that is their ship.
No. The ship, all the ships exalt or unplayable, right? And exalt themselves, right?
No, not all of them.
Not all of them. I don't believe the Geistoids do.
Oh, well, if it's this one, it's way better than
all the other ships or most of the other ships.
Dax.
Ooh.
Dax.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Cards. I'm looking at it. I don't actually know.
I'm looking at all the other cards. I don't see any other ships.
Heli
Paradrome
chopper.
is the only other vehicle.
All right, searching heli choppers.
So
Next
this
one,
would
heli
come
chopper.
with Banshee suit and ethereal adapter.
That's real.
Shows how up to date we are. We don't even know what comes with what.
I'm pretty sure this comes with the Banshee
Well, you
suit
have
and the
3
ethereal
different
adapter.
sets that have come out immediately. Like,
Get used
It's
to it,
enough-
boys.
Okay, this creature gains. You may spend amber on it as if it were in your pool.
that's
with this
ethereal
creature
adapter.
that has
Action capture
This-
too.
D-
this
And
is
it gets +3
okay.
power for each ember on it.
only if you're haunted.
Only if you're haunted.
But the ship is coming. The ship is coming with Banshee suit and ethereal adapter. Correct.
Banshee suit's got a pip of ember on it. This
Yep.
creature gains destroyed. Archive this creature and the top 2 cards of your discard pile.
I think
every time this card is in a deck, it has the upgrade.
I thought Banshee suit actually is very, very strong. Ethereal adapter, I'm fine with.
Banshee
with
suit
Geistoid
can
and
be very,
capture.
very strong.
Like,
Well, you're archiving the
you think
creature and 2
Banshee
cards.
Suit is super strong. It's okay. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Banshee Suit is fine, but I don't know if I'd call it super strong.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not super strong, but it is definitely there. You're looking at eclectic inquiry here of just being able to archive the
I
top
like how
2.
this is like all of the good Saurian stuff in one little pile here, though.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is also like, Brachus right here, too. A little bit of Brachus. Right? An amber. Okay, so the creature's okay, but not great. He's like a
No.
3.
He's a 2.
No, he's a
I'm-
3.
You think he's a 3? I mean, he's
I
a
think he's a 3.
5.
I put him at a 2, but I put the actual upgrades higher.
Yeah.
What?
The Ethereal Adapter is on its own with the card that you know you're going to have is still only a 2.
I had it as a 2, and I had Banshee. I can't say it. Banshee suit as a 4.
4.
That's
I
where I
had 3
had it.
on that on the suit.
Yeah, I was more like at a 3 on the suit as well.
I was a 3
And
all
again,
the way
that's-
around.
I was a 3-3-2.
I was a
but
3
yeah,
3
like
3.
3-3-3 is probably fine.
I mean, Helichopper's fine. Like it's nothing
Yeah.
amazing, but it's nothing like
I don't-
a
I
5
don't
power
think you
creature.
want him though. I don't think you want
he
this
sticks.
style of
He's
cards.
probably gonna reap. Like he's a 5 power creature. He probably lives against most things. He's really like, is he really a threat? I mean, he does action capture too, which kind of sucks. But like, this seems more like late game, so he probably sticks around to get you an Ember or 2. I could even be a 4-3-3.
If this thing was play action, I'd probably be pretty happy with this card.
Yeah,
But-
I could see that as well.
But
But I think
3-3-3,
he's-
3-3-2, somewhere in there. I don't care enough for it to matter.
So
Yeah. I can
3-3
buy
it
it.
is.
So the reason I'm looking at Ethereal Adapter as going ahead and popping out, that's just calligraphy ideal, guys. You don't have the Exalt.
Except you don't have the Exalt. Yep.
Like that's what it is. There's
But
no Amber Pip on
there
either of them. You have no
There
Exalt,
isn't
but
as much Exalt or Capture in this set guaranteed. Like, you can get the bad ships. And there's some Capture.
There's
a
still
lot
a
of
lot of
Capture,
ships.
but there's no guarantee of Capture in this set.
so Wellstring has the double capture. You're seeing capture coming on Stratowise. You have capture that's on Parabyte. You have capture that's on
now
Portal
who's talking
Guardian.
about Dreamland?
No, but like I'm not.
There is Capture. I'm not saying there isn't there, but it's not like
Well, you
it
just said
was-
there's not capture, but
I
literally
said there's
I
not
just
guaranteed Capture.
play Parabyte. A friendly creature captures one. Destroyed
But you
on.
have to have those cards in your deck. You're not guaranteed to get any cards except Helichopper and whatever else.
Yeah,
So, yes,
I'm
I think
just
if you
saying
can-
Parabyte and Portal Guardian are both commons. Stratowise is your common. So I think that there's more capture in what we're seeing. Colonel Slime has capture and the scrap effect. I think there is still enough capture in Geistoid, and that's all I'm trying to say.
Now, I'm not, I played a Capellian ideal deck that has monster capture and ward, and it's still only a mediocre card.
I can't disagree about that, but I'm just saying, like, that is. I still had Ethereal Adapter as a 2, but that's the reason why. I think that this ship, because to get back to it, this ship is better than the other ships because I'm not exalting 3 times. So I actually appreciate that.
Yes, I'd rather have this than some of the other ships. 3s, some combination. It can go up or down in the future.
But I literally still had it at a 2. I'm like, it'll reap at a 5. I get it. I can action to capture 2 if I want to, but Mm-hmm.
I love our excitement for the ship so far.
I mean, that's kind of where they are.
All right. So what am I listing this beautiful ship? Do we want?
I say 333.
Oh man, you are
332.
I'm
Wookie
sorry.
wants to give some points out this week.
I know what happened,
baby.
Wookie, you had always been on negative for everything. So 3 for Banshee suit and Ethereal is a 2 as well.
Helichopper is very middle of the road. I'm not upset.
Which is why it's a 2.
I'm not upset. How is that the middle?
It's I don't.
It is
want this.
But it has potential late game.
If I have Helicopter, I have to have those 2 upgrades.
Okay.
And
well, you just said yourself you thought Banshee suit was a 4. And I don't think Ethereal Adapter is that bad.
Okay.
Like
Banshee suit to me just reads like it's a slow Hexpion. It's like makes him a Hexpion for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't Hexpion archiving 1?
I think you archive Hexpion. No, who?
You archive
Hexpion and the top card of your deck. I mean, you also do on play have the ability to decide when this goes off, so you do have the ability to play it, get your pip, destroy the creature, and get the top 2.
3s and 2s you want to put in there, none of us are going to counteract you on it.
All right.
I think it's. I think.
Say, why are we still talking about this card?
That's right. I'm bored.
Draz, what do we actually have for Eclectic Inquiry? Because I think that is more in line with where...
Eclectic? Let's see.
Yes.
No, because this you have to land on a creature, which means you have to have a creature, and then you have to wait for it to get destroyed.
Which would make it a step less.
It's a creature-heavy
Eclectic
set.
Inquiry is a 4.
You're going to have a...
Yeah. So if it's a 4...
Upgrade being a 3.
Okay, so Ethereal is a 3. All right, Wookie,
so
you won. I will argue. Go for it.
3. All right.
3 threes all the way across.
Janeri.
No, not Janeri.
What is it?
Janeri. Yeah, it's Janet's little cousin, man.
I don't know about all that.
Janeri. I'll stop now.
Okay. It's a 3-power Spectre robot, enhanced with 2 capture pips. Each friendly creature with Ember on it gains after Reap. Move 1 of the Ember from this creature to your pool.
I mean, in the right situation,
it dies to everything.
If you already got that board going,
it dies to everything.
This could be really good.
It dies to everything.
Yeah, but what you're missing, Wookie, is this is a static effect that I can already have my captured creatures that can reap right away. So as soon as I put it down, they are reaping to move that Amber off.
Yeah, it's on play. It could be good.
Seems
okay. It's okay with what we have. It's got the 2 enhanced pips for capture.
It's not two-sided.
No, it is just one-sided.
I have it at a 4.
I have it at a 4 as well.
I can go.
Perfect. Oh, actually, Drazcore?
Yeah, I'll go with 4.
Did you put it at a 7?
I just don't know how you say. Okay. I don't know how you say it's not good, and then you're like 4. So got it.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I said it died. Never did the words "it's not good" come out of my mouth.
I mean, this card will definitely, in some situations, draw your opponent into forcing them to play a suboptimal turn to take care of it. So like that has value as well.
But whatever turn you play, Neri, you need to make the most of it because it's dying next turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's witch level.
But I think it's witch level.
Or
so.
you only have one amber captured and they don't do anything about it, and you get an extra amber, which is nice too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. PKE Siphonator.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Siphonator. It's like the Governator, but a little different.
It's Desania. 2-power Desania.
Okay.
Gain 1 amber for each card.
Yes, on play you gain 1 amber, but this is play. I don't think Desania is on play, is it? I thought you were going to read with Desania.
Yeah. No.
Desania's on play? Okay.
It's play.
2-power Spectre play, gain 1 ember for each card in your opponent's archive. Your opponent discards each card's in their archives.
It's a 2-power Desania in Giestoid.
Well, there you go, Drascore.
Pretty good.
It's a 17.
I mean, maybe
it's not.
the like in the new meta, the current meta, this is very strong.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
it can be.
Yeah.
Not every WoW deck wants to archive, but a lot of them do.
Yeah, but you want this is a tool to have in your tool chest that you will always want. Right? And there's more, right? There's recursion from
most
archives.
Of the good decks archive, yes.
Yeah. So I think
not just the exact same score as Desania.
Yeah, it's the exact same score as Desania.
Which is what? Let's say.
A 5.
Yeah. 5? Okay, perfect. Actually, that seems fine to me. Shell of a Ghost, or Ghost in the Shell. You pick. It's an action card. Play. Destroy each creature that is not on a flank. Put a creature from any discard pile into play under your control. Gain 2 chains.
So I'm curious. This is still in our rare section, but I'm curious your thoughts on this, boys, because this one actually made me think a little bit.
If you're way ahead on board, it's not a great card.
Oh, no.
As most board
that's true with any
clears
board wipe.
aren't, yeah.
Well, but you're not getting rid of flank, so it's just it's going to be the creatures that are in the center.
In between the lines, right?
So there are going to be a lot of times you're just not getting a lot of use or minimal use.
Well, I think you still get the second half of the card.
I would say, but I always
correct, which is again
a BR Geist that nobody has to be haunted.
Which is why I was curious on this. But that
so what is BR
for 2
Geist?
chains?
Is BR Geist 5? Or did he put that at a 4?
No, I would think it's a 4.
Probably a 4.
I will look.
I'll say BR Geist is a 5.
Thought so. I could
see this as an Ember Pip.
Oh,
it does have an Ember Pip.
It has an Ember Pip, and it does not have the 2 chains. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's why
this is it's either a 4 or a 5.
Yeah. I wrote down 5 here. I am definitely hesitating.
So I ended up coming all the way down to a 3, and I did that. I did that because the 2 chains for no Amber Pip, and yes, you have the Bear Geist, but
there will be times when you discard this card because it's it's killing nothing, and none of these creatures are worth 2 chains.
Correct.
I think that's more on the set than anything else. I mean,
do you want a lot of these creatures in set?
Not these creatures, but remember, when you're in Archon, there's lots of creatures to choose from.
When you play this card, you do destroy the creature's first period, so the stuff from the board is available.
Yes.
That's kind of neat. It's
kind
just of neat. I don't know. I
know.
I think I'd put it as a 4.
In an Archon scenario,
I do get to probably take my opponent's Grim Reaper, or
it's a rare, which means that we can now have 3 of them in set. Apparently,
yeah. Why not? I mean, I think this is a 5.
Interestingly enough, the other houses all had 23 cards. Giestoid has 24.
They have a lot of reprints.
No.
I'm sorry, they have a few less reprints because they're newer.
It's different.
Which card do you think they accidentally checked the box and put it in set when they hit print?
Well,
we can figure that out later. Which one was accidentally in here?
I'm gonna stick at a 4 because this is a bad card early.
As are most board wipes.
Yeah.
So the more of the reason I would take,
but it's not a good board wipe either.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the flanks is an issue. In an Archon scenario, your opponent can read your card. If you're relying on this, and they're like, I'll just put my must kill thing on the flank.
Yeah, like this does not deal. Yeah, it does not deal with big warded flank creatures.
Honestly,
Sure.
I'm just looking at like even having 3 creatures out on the opposite side, you're getting 1.
And playing a creature, yeah, that's probably worth 2 chains.
I get to play any creature.
Which could be good or could be totally
bad.
pointless.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can be talked into the 4 if that helps you guys. I had it at 3, but I can be talked into.
It's
a
better
4.
than a 3. Like there's gonna be scenarios where
I went back
you're
and forth
actually
on it,
killing
man.
your own guys and not your opponents, just so that you can play that one creature that is going to
so
be
you can play
really
your
effective.
PK Symphony when you need it.
Yep. So
I think it's a 5. It's
No,
more
I go
versatile
4.
than BR Geist. Yes, you don't get an Ember Pip, but I get any creature.
Chains.
Any
You're
creature.
taking chains.
I think you're putting too much value
You are putting
on any
too much
creature.
value on the. Well, I think you're putting too much value on the chains.
I don't want to slow myself up for this.
Well, there's a 3, a 5, and 2 4s. So a 4,
4 it is. I put it as 4. Let's move on. A ghosty in the sun.
Oh, sorry.
We moved to uncommon.
Ghosty in the Sun. I was gonna sing the song, but
It's just a ghost in the sun.
I don't
What song?
remember all the song. But it's we have joy, we have fun, we have seasons in the sun, right? Those are probably not the correct words. Pip of Ember every time you play it. Play for each forged key your opponent has. Put a creature into play from a discard pile.
Wookie, did you sign up for karaoke at KFC? Did you put that
What?
event in?
I did not.
Well, you are all about karaoke, so.
Yeah, well, they said fan run events, and then I was told
okay.
not to bring my karaoke machine.
well, just get Red to bring his.
There you go.
Like you and Red can be up there all night.
Hell yeah. Me and Red
All
would
right.
shut the place down.
I'm
Okay.
sorry for distracting you. A ghost in the sun.
I think you could have a 5 here if you'd like.
Really?
This one I'm a little more struggling on.
We'll
This
read it
is
for our lovely
Better than the
fans.
previous card.
It's for each forged key.
Okay.
I don't know. It's such that line has been such a toss up throughout the history of Keyforge. Like, what's crushing deep?
All right, so Ghost in the Sun gives you an Ember Pip. It's an action. Play. For each forged key your opponent has, put a creature into play from your discard pile.
It has to be your discard pile. You have to have it, and your opponent has to go ahead and have forged a key on you.
Yeah.
But I do get a key.
Yeah.
I do get a creature from any discard pile to just put in a
No, from your
from my discard pile.
discard pile.
So my deck
fine.
has
It
to
is your discard pile, so it's a so it's a situational exhume. All right. It is only our discard pile, so it's actually a situational exhume.
But even if it's
So-
one,
If you're in a little bit of trouble, it's a double exhume.
but if you're in a little bit of trouble, it's over.
No, you often win games 3-2.
So exhume is a 6, by the way.
Yeah,
According to
that
Z.
card is crazy good,
Is this a
Yeah, this is
4
not
or a
exhume.
5?
I'm sorry.
and that's why I put this as a 5 because it's a little worse than exhume most often.
I put it as a 5 here. The I don't want my opponent to have keys thing is making me hesitate.
Apparently, what I realized is I was in a really good mood last week when I was going ahead and doing Equidon because I was in nice, beautiful, sunny Florida. And so they got overrated. And this week, I'm back in Wisconsin, and I've underrated all of these because I had it at a 3. I don't want to see the Forge Key.
No,
Yes, it's an Amber.
when I was
I can
making
see
fun
the
of your-
4.
Oh, well, most of your scores I was making fun of last week were under rates.
You only pulled out the few that were actually disagreement from
I
you.
like them at 5.
Things that were in line was there.
Well, what else is there to talk about in the podcast except disagreement, you know? So,
I can see a 4. I don't think this is a 5.
and Wookiee's mistakes, you know.
All right, I'll take this card too and beat you guys with it.
Hey, I said it was a 5. You ain't beating nothing with me.
Is it that the game is slow often to key 1 that this is a 4 because there's just going to be so many times where you just play it for the Aember pip?
Yes.
Is it slow to key 1?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like...
Think about how many times I get almost no value out of sample collection and fraud.
Yeah.
Because you don't have anything, you don't have a Keyforge when I go to play sample collection. And it's often.
But this always has a pip. Like, you're always getting at least 1 Ember.
So, a pip now means that it's a 5?
No, I didn't say that. There's no instance where you're not playing this card. Ever.
That is true.
I can't disagree with that
Ghost in the
statement.
Shell, yes. I can say that there's probably going to be an instance where maybe I don't play this card.
Plenty of times we play the 6 value exhume and don't actually exhume anything.
Right.
Because there's just nothing in the discard yet. I know. I'm happy with a 5.
I am happy with a 5 as well because it says an Ember pip. Maybe I get 1 thing, maybe I get 2 things, but even if I don't get anything, I at least get an Ember.
I have voiced my concern at 4. I am overruled, and 5 is in. Atomic destabilizer.
Okay, so what card would you put it? What card would you rather have than it?
Exhume.
Well,
how about ghoul keeping?
Okay. But didn't you want to rate that like a 3?
I had that as a 4. I had Ghost in the Sun as a 3. I'm standing there. I had PKEs.
Atomic destabilizer.
Let's keep it moving.
Atomic destabilizer. This creature gains at the end of your turn. This creature captures 1. Lose 1 for each Ember on this creature.
So it captures you're putting it on an opponent's creature.
Yep.
It's capturing your Amber onto that creature, which is not that big of a deal.
And then they lose all their Ember.
They lose. So they often just sack the creature really fast.
Probably.
Although the deck I played on Tuesday had 2 of these, and I landed them on the same turn, and they weren't. And then I kept my board clear.
Nice.
And they were losing Amber. Quite a lot of Amber. I still lost the games. Because I had no creatures, so there was that problem. And I didn't have any other C to deal with it.
I feel like so it is awkward though, right? Because it is capturing your Ember, right? Mm-hmm. So it's Ember control against you, right?
Yeah, but eventually you're gonna get that back.
But if this stupid thing lasts a couple of turns, right? Because the first turn they capture 1 and lose 1, but the next turn they capture a second one but lose 2. Yeah. And then the next turn they're capturing the third and losing 3, right? It escalates for them way worse than it escalates for you, because each turn you're just losing 1, but theirs is the end.
Painful. Yep.
This card is another one like that stupid artifact out of Logos, where it is going to ruin people's games. Like if they have a big, or the other place where you're not even looking at it is they play their stupid creature that's capture all the Amber, and then the next turn you put this on it. And you go, okay, you may have 10 Amber on that card, but now every turn you're losing 10 Amber. So
your trawler now sucks.
And and there are a lot of cards that we are playing in competitive Keyforge that capture all the Amber onto one spot. And it's fine, ward it up and hold it. Unless you can replay it or,
Yeah.
You're never forging again.
It does neutralize. It is a counter to those, right?
I just heard the words that I love to hear. I don't know if anybody else heard it. Sheep just basically said this is a card that says your opponent is not allowed to play Keyforge.
Yes.
6.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I don't know if this is a 3 or a 4. Probably
it's a 2.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's look at. I'm just searching on.
It doesn't stop being an upgrade.
All right. So in set, what is this going to mess with? It's going to mess with Drumble. I guess Ace
A
Jump,
bunch of the sky
whatever.
beasts.
A bunch of the sky beasts.
Anything that
right.
exalts a bunch.
Oh, that Helichopper we just talked about.
Mm-hmm. It does mess with Helichopper.
Varad the Indulgent, I guess. Gonna mess with...
This is a 2.
If you're not careful with your Veil of Ectoplasm.
Can we say this is a 2?
I originally had that, but I just... Because I was thinking about how slow to see it going, but I think Sheep's right that, like, it is a pretty strong counter for certain things. And it is good, like...
I am
having a counter.
Sad to have this card.
Yeah, having a counter for something strong is pretty useful, even if like it's not always useful, right? Like having hard R is really good, even if sometimes your opponent has artifacts you don't care about, right? I don't think this is quite hard R level, but
mass capture is definitely in play currently.
Yep.
You're not wrong. Mass capture is a thing. I'll come up to a 3.
My
remember,
actual thought
places...
is, does it get better or worse as you have more of them? It means it's more reliable and you get the stacking effect, but I don't think it's actually good.
I think it's just a 3.
Like Covetous Hema even becomes unplayable against this, right? Like,
yeah. Hell yeah. That's right.
Sure,
Kill your Hema, or you're never going to have Amber
Dexter's
again.
saying 3 to 4. Then he posts a 48 SAS deck. What a monster.
48? Well, no, that's because the preview...
Yeah, it's a preview.
Archon Matrix can't access the preview. So if you actually open it, it's a 92 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ewok, you haven't told us why this is a 1 yet.
No,
Yep.
I had it as a 4.
You haven't gone full
Okay.
Ewok on us.
You guys talk me up. I'll agree with a 4.
Yeah, I think that what we're seeing against GR and MM, I see MM, triple M. I see the GR capture, even a little bit on the WoW from what's there. I think in present meta and what's here in this set, I want to be able to see this card. So 4.
All right. We've all given our scores. They'll be tabulated. And
Craptacular Rays.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you say that?
Crepuscular?
Craptacular.
I like Craptacular Rays. I don't know.
Doesn't matter if the card's good or bad.
Muscular rays. Yes.
You get a Pip of Ember every time you play it. Choose a friendly creature. Move each Ember from that creature to your pool. Destroy that creature.
All right. Crepuscular. Resembling or relating to Twilight. Okay.
So this is a fixed version of the kill the strongest creature card a little bit.
Yeah, you have your choice though.
Well, but what was the card out of Sync Semper? Sync Semper, you had to target the strongest creature, which sometimes wasn't yours, and made it a wombo. This, you always get to target your own guy.
Yep.
Any of them.
Well, it has to be friendly, but yes.
Yeah. But any of my friendlies.
And actually, that is one of the places where Sync Semper had an interesting side effect, is where you could kill their strongest creature.
Yep.
And this doesn't do that. You can only kill your own creatures, but you do get all the Amber. Capture is, according to Ewok, guaranteed. To me, not necessarily guaranteed. There isn't...
I think there's plenty in set.
Quite as much capture everything, but this also works really well with all the stupid Sky Beasts and the Exalta Beasts and all of that junk.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Like, I want one of these maybe in this set, but I don't know if I want multiple, because there isn't Tribute Sync Semper.
It's in combo, it can be very strong.
Is Trawler in set?
No. I don't think so.
I don't even know if Fish are in set. They might be.
It's not. They're not.
They're not. Well, here we go. If you get that,
I give it a 4. I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like destroying your, even if you're not capturing, destroying your own creature, there's a decent amount of blow your own dudes up that you want. Plus, in here somewhere isn't set. So like blow your creature up with a good play effect, then archive it like a common, right? So I think there's multiple ways.
Was a 5.
Yeah. So it was a 5. It also had tribute.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was really P.
So wasn't too. I mean, anytime you're taking Amber off one of your creatures and not giving it back is really strong.
Yeah.
Do you think this is like. Also?
I had it as a 4. I can be talked into something different, but I think at the uncommon here, 4.
I think it is. I think it's still a 5. I think the number of times you want to be destroying your own creatures in this set is higher.
Yeah, in here somewhere.
I think that. Yeah. I mean, the tribute is pushing a large number swing, but I'm fine if you want to go.
Previous, this is going to be like a 5-3 though. I don't think you want a bunch of these.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's probably right.
So what are we going with? 3? 4? Do we give it a number?
He said a 5-3.
5.
It was a 5.
That's quite a downturn. But all right.
Yeah, I don't think the second copy of this card is amazing in this set.
No, I didn't say it was, but I was surprised that the top tier was a 5.
I would still argue 4, but
pretty good.
That's kind of where I was at as a 4.
Maybe. I don't know. I really don't have enough experience with set to and have that, and we haven't got the stats to know how much capture really exists in this set to make me decide if it's a 4 or a 5. But I'm thinking it probably stays in that 5 land. Because there's that new veil is in set still.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of small capture. Yeah. I just am not seeing large mass capture, which
veil is big.
Yeah, veil is pretty big.
Haladius Festival is also in set.
Yep. I still think it's a pretty solid card. I'd be happy to have it.
All right.
Okay. The Doppelganger.
Are you sure Haladius Festival's in set?
Yeah, Haladius Festival. I just got it last. I literally, unless it was a legacy, but I'm almost positive it's in set. I got it in my deck just this past Tuesday.
That's probably legacy. I don't see it.
I don't think I got a legacy. I'm gonna have to go look at it now. Still in my bag, maybe somewhere. But yeah, I got Haladius Festival in my deck just this past week.
Yeah, it's legacy. There's only 5 of them.
Oh, okay. Doppelganger. 3 power Spectre Shapeshifter. At the start of your turn, choose one of Doppelgang's neighbors. For the remainder of turn, Doppelganger gains.
Did you call Doppelganger? Doppelgang?
I don't
Doppeldang?
Even know. This is tough to say. I'm not good with
Doppelgangers.
The Doppelganger?
Doppelganger.
Words are challenging.
Doppelganger gains the text box of the chosen creature.
So a couple things that don't really mean a lot in the scoring, but it means all those effects that say this creature's text box gain, all the upgrades, like it copies your neighbor's upgrades too. Usually.
Okay.
That is not absolutely true, but a lot of upgrades say this creature gains.
So like we just talked before about how we really want the ghoul keeping, right? Because you can play your card, ready it right away, use it. That's going to be great. Well, the wonky timing of this means even with something cool like that, there's no way to get a good benefit out of this, right? It's at the start of a turn. You choose one of the neighbors, right?
I did sit and suffer a whole lot of dealing with this the other night next to Logos creatures that gave draw efficiency. It gains neighbors' reap effects. It's okay.
It's only a 3 power.
Not
you can
great.
Yeah, like you can turn it off of the strong effect by either targeting the doppelganger or by targeting the neighbor of the doppelganger. So now they're
Now
I
who
said
can't
wrong,
say
too.
doppelganger?
So now they've got
Doppelganger.
some lame-o
Oh,
effect
man,
with the other creature, right? So I don't know.
This spreads that narplet.
Yeah,
Mm.
I guess.
I think this is a 2.
Yeah, I think it's a 2. It's often
It's a 2 with some neat things that can happen, but it's too easy to deal with.
too easy to kill, too slow.
I put it in as a 2. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Paradrone. 2 power specter vehicle. After fight, a friendly creature captures 1.
This damn thing looks like a tick.
I'm sorry. It's 2 power 4
Yeah.
armor. I
It is like a
I
tick
did
with
miss the 4 armor.
helicopter rotors.
Yeah.
After fight, a friendly creature. Well, here's some capture. Uncommon. He's gonna live most time, but not
He's
actually kill
uncommon.
things because he's a freaking 2.
Yeah. That's not great.
It is amber control that is likely to work once it hits the board, makes it a 2 point something, but does it round to a 3 or stay at 2?
That's a 2.
Okay.
You don't want to see this.
I accept.
2 it is. Titan apparition.
Let's go live and reap.
It will.
Titan apparition. Taunt. I don't know. I don't know if I'm happy with that too.
What do you want?
I don't know. Does have
Puppy?
4 armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a 3 for sticking around, but honestly, I don't want to see it too.
It lives. It has ember control.
It lives to reap, but this effect is a fight. I don't know.
It has the option because of the armor that it can probably survive.
It
most
probably
fights.
survives. It does reap.
It isn't actually killing things.
No, it's not. But
No,
you don't
you're
need it.
Like often it's close to action capture 1.
It is. I mean, you do get 2 damage on something, so if that matters.
More times than not, that's not going to manage. Yeah, 2's fine. All right, Titan apparition. 6 power specter cyborg. Taunt. Destroyed if it is not your turn. Your opponent discards 5 cards from the top of their deck. Otherwise, discard 5 cards from the top of your deck.
So what's a 6 power taunt worth? Because that destroyed effect doesn't really mean shit.
A 3.
Thank you
I
for your
was-
donation.
I would accept a 3.
Okay.
All right, all hands on deck.
Is it a 4? Like, are we undervaluing 6 power taunt?
no.
I had it at 3. I did not feel.
What else
that
is
it
a
was-
6 power taunt? A bunch of
All right, hold on.
junk from Star Alliance was 6-ish power. 5 power taunt.
What was the taunter in Coda that was in Mars? Was that 6
So
power?
Bosch the Unyielding.
Came in
what did we
stunned?
give him? Let's see. Bosch the Unyielding. We gave him a 4. But I guess he also has the after fight
Fight
fully
heal.
heal him. So it's more flexible. He is a big taunt. What? All right, hold on. What's a Webster historically?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Webster's better.
Webster's 8. Isn't
Yes. And his effect's better.
Why can I not find Webster? There he is.
I don't know.
Oh, it's a UR. Webster's a 3.
Okay, so this can't be more than a 3.
So
Yeah.
it's a 3.
It can be a 2
Okay.
or a 3.
I
It's
think
fine.
I think it's a 3.
Yeah, 3's fine.
6 power
Got it.
taunter is absolutely okay.
3 it is.
Okay.
All hands
On my deck.
All hands on deck.
on the poop deck.
Action play.
Ooh.
If you are haunted, destroy a creature. Otherwise, deal 3 damage to a creature.
It is C in the set of limited C, but it's
It is-
often deal 3 damage to a creature.
So it is universal. It is our first common card.
And it's not amber pipped
No.
for
Yeah.
some godforsaken reason.
Yeah, with an Amber Pip, I would like this a lot more.
Well, it would be way too strong, boys, if it had an amber pip. Oh wait.
What
No.
were the 2 cards we were talking about? Banish and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were just off on banish. Let's not talk about that.
Banish is a 2.
I think this is a 2.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like sometimes removal, but no Ember.
God, you don't want a lot of these.
No.
And it's your first common card, so
And it's no Ember.
Nope. Colonel Slime.
Did we give this a rating?
Yeah, 2.
What?
Oh, we gave it a 2?
Yep.
Okay.
We've moved on already.
Colonel Slime, 5 power Spectre Recruiter, enhanced with a Giestoid pip.
Yep.
Scrap, a friendly creature captures one.
Again, more capture.
Yeah, the
But
scrap's not that
we're
good.
gonna end
But it's
up
got the
giving it
enhance, and
like
it's a 5
4
body.
or 5 because of the enhance.
I think it's a 4
Yeah.
because
4.
of the enhance.
This card sucks.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have the enhance, it's like it's 3.
Can I say that
without the enhance, it's like a 2
That's a
or
2.
1.
I think because of the enhance, it bumps up to a 3. I had it as a 3/3/4. If I get 3 of them, I'm looking at it actually getting better. But here, it's 5 power just for the reap. It's a 3.
But seeing him, I'm still sad.
You get an enhance,
but
you get efficiency out of that house
care.
enhance. But you can't say that you don't care when we were all gung-ho over ghoul keeping for the double enhance. It's double enhance play in Aember Pip. This is simply...
but the rest of that card is also good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can't disagree with you.
Loving these because, like, after playing some games with Fancy Donovan, I hate that card now.
But he's so fancy.
I swear to God, he always enhances the creature you actually want to be able to fight with to make it Brobnar, so his attack doesn't work, and you're just like, I hate you, Fancy Donovan! I hate you!
Okay, maybe a little bit on that, but...
I have 4. This is a 4.
Fuck you, Fancy Donovan.
You went a 4. I still had it a 3/3/4. I think that if multiples we can get there, but...
Creature with the...
It reaps. It's got a scrap ability, I guess.
5 power creature with a occasional scrap ability.
You had a 6 power taunter at a 3.
Yeah.
This is a 3.
Yeah, I'm not really happy to see the other one either.
The enhance is good.
Can I go back to Titan?
I think the enhance is a whole point upgrade.
Yep.
Which bumped it to a 3.
Which we don't. We don't half point anything. So
yeah, I rounded down. It's a 3.
3 it is. Manifestation. Pip of Ember. Every time you play it, choose a card in a haunted player's discard pile. Resolve its bonus icons as if you had played it.
You've skipped Haunting Deck.
Yeah, I
skipped what?
Okay. Haunting
Deck.
I don't have Haunting Deck. Is
okay?
it
Haunting Deck, Aember Pip, action card, enhance to discard pips, type pips added to your deck, and it says play. If you are haunted, purge a card from a discard pile. So it's not from a haunted discard pile. It's just if you are haunted, then you get to purge. But it's an Aember Pip with 2 discard pips, and then maybe a purge.
Yeah. Wookie, did you have tokens of change clicked? That might be why.
I did have tokens of change.
Yeah, it shows up in talk, but it is both talk and Aember Skies.
I like the 2 discard pips. It has an Aember Pip. The Purge card on action is like, what's the junk one from the first set of Dis?
I changed all my stuff. What the heck?
I can see the art.
Yeah.
The art's really cool. It's like Creeping Doom or something.
Yep. Creeping Oblivion.
Creeping Oblivion.
But that's
which
2 cards,
was
right?
a 2.
Yeah. Well, really,
this card, the only thing we're paying for here is the 2 discard pips.
Yes.
Sit at a 2.
An Ember and 2 discard pips is better than a 2.
Yes, but you have to be haunted.
Because this card is still in your freaking deck.
At a certain point, like at a certain point, what are the pips worth?
I mean, like, I think this is the card I'm going to be discarding with the discard pips it gave me.
I mean, it's got an Ember. You're discarding Fancy Donovan. Stop lying.
And then being mad because I can't ready the creature. I'm not. I don't care for this card. It's whatever. If you guys really want to make it a 3, you can, but I think it's still a 2 because there are so many times where it doesn't even purge card. It's just an Aember Pip. It's just a bad card.
It's minimum 3.
I did have it as a 3. I hear sheep saying it. I can be persuaded either way, but 2 or 3, somewhere there. Rounding down is probably going to go to 2, but
not a 2.
It's a 2.
Drazcor doesn't really fight too much. It is a 3. Let's move on. Manifestation.
All right, Manifestation. Pip of Ember. Every time you play it, choose a card in the Haunted Player's discard pile. Resolve its bonus icons as if you played it.
So I've seen this dirty dog looped.
Yep.
Because you have some triple or quad pip garbage because you have Sandworm.
Oh, and Ritual of Tognath is also in set.
Yeah, and then you just like loop this with you're in here somewhere, so be like, and I will trigger those 4 pips again and again.
Don't forget Echo Fly.
Okay.
It's highly variable, right? Like some decks this will be awesome, some decks it's fine.
This is basically a minimum of 2 pips, right? 2 Aember pips is like its base value,
which is pretty good.
Sure, you can play it before you're haunted, before anybody's haunted, but it's 2 and it's maybe more. So I think but like its upside is pretty high. It doesn't do anything when you resolve bonus house enhancements though, so that doesn't do anything cool. It seems cool, but you're right. Often you may just be in a deck where it is only a 2 Aember Pip card, which leaves it at a 2. Or is there often enough upside because there are so many enhancements in the sets?
I think it's more than a 2.
I put it as a 3. I think I was sort of thinking you're getting this, you're getting either an Ember or other Pip of your choice, probably.
This is the card that should have been enhanced with 2 Tyke Pips. Then we'd have
that'd be very good, right? So yeah, it's highly variable. This one, I give it a 3 because sometimes it's going to just be a 2, but sometimes it's going to be 4 or 5. So I just put it as 3.
Okay.
Sometimes your opponent has 2 of these with a Ritual of Tognath in their discard pile.
Yeah,
and just gets a fucking key.
I had it at 2. I listed it as a 3.
I got it as a 3.
Okay.
I'm 3, a little 3, skewed 2, because 2. Pete may have hit me with that, and I was like, "Well, that's bullshit."
Way to go, Pete!
Ritual of Tognath. Add 2 of these. That's 8 Ember, folks. Parabyte. 2 power Spectre AI. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each Ember on friendly creatures. Play / after reap, a friendly creature captures 1.
Like it's a weak but better version of Faust.
How is it a better version?
So dies more easily. It's below. Like Faust was at the 4, so it was a little tougher.
But
Faust also had ward support.
Well, Faust also had to exalt to hit on turn, right? Mm-hmm. Where this is just a capture, and your opponent's keys are +1 for each Amber on friendly creatures. So that means if I have 2 creatures and they each have 3, your key is +6. Where under Faust, that was only +2.
Yep.
So this is a better Faust, but weaker power, and yes, not nearly as much ward. So the weaker power at 2 power is significant because there are a lot of cards that kill 2 power cards.
Yep.
It is, and like it is a little trickier to tax with this card, I think.
Oh, to tax and actually just make them pay a bunch?
Yeah, because like it's easier to control, like, oh, I've got this many creatures with Ember, but then like
yeah, this one, like every Ember you capture is also a key cost increase.
Yeah. So that's not terrible, but like it is, could make a little difference.
Yeah, right. Like if you're like when you're playing this card and you're like it's +6 And they go, okay, I don't forge. Next turn I kill it, and I forge for 6 instead of being like, I set up a turn and made you pay 9 or 10.
So what's
You're right,
miasma?
That's one of the great things about Faust.
Yeah, so what's
but
miasma? This is a miasma, is what I'm hearing.
Nah, it's better than miasma. It lasts longer. Can last longer. There is still taunt. There is still ward in this set.
Yeah.
Not as much.
In common, there's taunt in house.
So what I liked about Parabyte here is it says a friendly creature captures versus Faust is exalt. I don't know. You may exalt a friendly creature, but here I'm able to, after reap, be able to move that around. Whereas Faust is just one time I'm going ahead and being able to put that Aember.
And
it has replayability, but it is weaker.
And it's exalt, right? So like if Faust is the only thing keeping them off, you're also essentially giving them an Aember.
Correct.
In the long
but
run.
you can also keep them off if they have no Aember. That doesn't make any sense. Never mind.
So what was Faust?
Faust is a 4. I think Parabyte stays a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I added this as a 3, but I'm fine with that.
I was going back and forth. Is it so small that and it's hard to tax that it should be a 3? But the ability is good.
Yeah, both Faust and Parabyte are both common, so that's there.
You can get Soul Tender with Parabyte.
Yeah, by the way, did this card change? Like, didn't we get this as a preview?
Yeah.
And we didn't like it so much, if I remember. Did it change,
or
it
was fine.
Were we just grumpy?
I thought we thought it was fine.
We're always grumpy.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me open my stuff.
Yeah. I still think it's closer to 3, but I'm fine.
Yeah, take a look, Wookie.
Soul Tender.
I remember liking this less when we saw it last.
Parabyte. Here's our preview is Parabyte. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each Ember on friendly creatures. Play after reap a friendly creature. No, it's the same card.
Okay.
Identical.
No, the only one that we decided to trash a whole bunch on was Ace Jonathan.
Was who?
Was that the one we got as preview?
No, we got Janet. Janet and Parabyte were our previews.
Yeah.
I think we like Parabyte then.
Yeah, I don't think we trashed it.
I definitely wasn't a trash. I didn't remember being like, oh, this is pretty cool. I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's just my memory.
Portal Guardian.
What am I putting Parabyte at?
4.
Got it. Portal Guardian.
4 power 1 armor specter robot. I'm getting yawn now. Taunt. Destroyed. Another friendly creature captures 2.
So what's a 4/1 taunt with? Because this is another destroyed effect that's mostly mediocre.
Probably
a
2.
3?
3.
Maybe a 3. I don't know.
All right, it is a 3.
Yeah, probably a 3. Yeah.
Stratowise. You guys want to know what happened to Stratowise? There it is. I found it.
That's Stratoflight.
Oh, Stratoflight. All right.
It quit flying and it got wise.
Yeah.
That's what happened to it.
3 power specter vehicle. After fight / after reap, discard a card. If you're haunted, capture 1.
By the way, what is in this artwork? Like,
I have no idea what this artwork
a horn
is.
With like a totem head? Like what? What am I looking at?
I think the bottom
has art.
Yeah, I think the bottom of that, like the brown ship, actually looks like a ship that is sailing around the vehicle because it is a vehicle. So Stratowise is. If you actually look, it honestly looks like the top right and the bottom left are 2 different ships that are going ahead and then circling. So either they're coming into land and you have a mothership that's in the center, or
that ship's shooting at the other ship.
I don't understand what I'm looking at.
I do. Again, I see it's a series of ships that are fighting.
All right. Anyways,
this card gets a 1 because of this art.
I don't think it's that bad. It's not that good.
No, I don't. Well, I always like reap discard a card.
Yeah, I had
and
2.
Maybe you get a capture 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but it dies pretty easy. It's fine.
What's the crappy Logos one?
I don't know.
It was reap discard a card. Power hazardous
Something-ophile.
Oh, the
Bibliophile.
No.
He was only 1 power, which is why he wasn't very good. He was actually good in sealed. He's just not very good.
He was in Worlds Collide.
Yes, he was.
Like, I'll think of it at some point. It's a better version of. That's hard to say, isn't it? Is it better or worse?
Not Wormhole Technician.
Was Wormhole Technician, wasn't it?
No. Was
Sanitation Engineer.
There it is.
Yeah, that's the one.
And he got a 3.
But Sanitation Engineer was a 4 power.
Yeah, and it had hazardous. This isn't a set though where discarding is stronger because there's better discarding. He's a little weaker, but I think he stays as a 3.
I had him as a 2. I don't.
Yeah, you guys want to put him as a 2, you can put him as a 2, but
I had him as a 2.
I had him as a 3.
I think this is a card where having 1 or 2 of these on board and an already decent in a decent Giestoid house means you get to stay there longer.
Yeah, I don't mind this card.
Yeah.
I gave it a 3.
I guess I could buy a 3.
It's a built-in tight pip. And you get an Ember, and maybe a capture. This seems fine.
But you're shuffling. I mean, you can shuffle in the house that you're hoping to lean into, but
yeah, I think it's a 3.
Okay.
Well, we're looking at Stratowise, not Summon Council.
I'm also looking
from there.
at,
Yeah, I've already moved on from Stratowise.
Okay.
I thought we were there.
Are we going to 3 or 2? 3 it is. Summon Council, 2
For
powers.
Stratowise?
Yeah, I gave it a 3.
Yeah, you're wrong. 2. Keep going.
So I get an Ember,
I get
a built-in tight pip, and I get a capture. Possibly get a capture. He's not a threat. Like
Possible
unless my
type
opponent,
pip. You're not guaranteed to get the type pip. This is not as good as
discard a
having
card.
type
If
pip.
you
discard a card.
Yeah.
That's a tight pip, more or less.
No, type pip is on play, right?
Sure.
This does not do on play. So it's not as good as a type pip.
Yes.
Okay.
It's still somewhere between a 2 and a 3, and 3 of us are leaning maybe 3.
Sure.
For Summon Council?
Stratowise.
No, we're
No,
in
We've
we're
moved
still
on. I am
Stratowise.
so done with
You have
Stratowise.
moved
Come
on.
on.
All right, what do we got for
Summon
Summon Council? Tell
2
us about
power
it.
Spectre. After reap, choose a card in your discard pile, or a purged card you own. Shuffle the chosen card into your deck.
So I played against a bunch of these. This is a card that I have played against, and I mostly just didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, the purge card thing is more interesting.
But
But for
weird.
the most part, I was like, okay, you're shuffling junk back in your deck that you might draw later. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not like there's an Ecto Charge in set.
Well, no,
fine.
but you can potentially cycle back your.
But it's
You can push it into the
potentially
house.
cycle
Yeah,
back.
it's potential. I still think it's bad. I had it as a 2.
and there
As a
isn't
1. It dies. It doesn't do anything. Nobody cares.
I had it as a 1
Right.
too.
Yeah. You don't want this.
okay. It's a 1 or a 2. Yes, I don't actually know where.
Okay.
Wellstring, 3 power robot specter, enhanced with 2 capture pips. After fight, after reap, deal 3 damage to a creature.
So we've had this card too. It was some elf,
Yeah.
and nobody cared about it.
Mm. But that
Yeah.
elf didn't have capture pips.
And that wasn't Selwyn.
No, Selwyn was
It was way back. It was like a rare in Coda, right?
Yeah,
this is a common.
Yeah.
sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
which
fine.
makes this- Yeah, I mean, it's got 2 capture pips, therefore it
3.
is. Well, it's sort of better, but the fact that it's common also means it's sort of worse. But
I think it's a 3. Like, it's fine. I get a pip of I get an Ember, and I get to deal some damage.
No,
I
alright.
like how
it's only
if
a
I
3, though.
said
I put it at 2.
Kindreth Longshot to any of us, we'd probably be able to name what the card is. 3 power, elusive, has some stupid reap effect where you do damage, right? But
2. That's a 2.
it's a 2.
It's
Mhm.
a 2.
This card is probably still a 2.
Yeah, because
might-
it's a common, right? It's
it-
like
is the 2 capture pip with all the other capture synergy enough to make it a 3?
No.
Well, I guess that's the question.
No, I don't. I still see this because I was struggling with this.
Council Primus had double capture pips. And that was a 2. So, okay.
All right, 2 it is.
Leave it at 2.
Shard of Resurgence. It's an artifact. It's an item. It's a shard. Action, archive a card from your discard pile for each friendly shard.
Okay, Ewok. Is this better or worse than the other shard? The Aquadon shard?
Ewok.
Well, archive is there. This is definitely worse than Shard of Change from Aquadon because it's swapping it from your hand,
and you can immediately play the card.
Correct. Whereas this is archive it.
Build. This is better if you have some stupid wonky combo that you're trying to build out of house. But there is enough archive hate that I never know if that's
archive hate.
But this card is still pretty good.
Yeah, there is a lot of archive hate in this set.
I mean, archive a card from your discard. You're never sad to have that.
Yep.
What did we give Shard? What was the last shard? Shard of
Change.
Shard of Change.
Which I said is super strong. Like I will take 2 bad shards with that card to get it. Absolutely.
Will I take 2 bad shards to get Resurgence?
No, but this isn't Resurgence. This is better than Resurgence by quite a bit.
Well, it's Shard of Resurgence.
Shard of Resurgence.
I didn't name the whole card. I'm being lazy.
I give this a 4. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I can go with a 4.
I went with a 4 as well.
Okay.
Not a 5?
Nope.
But maybe. I don't know. It is. It's
pulling in other shards, right? So that's why it has.
This is where it's even slower because this is turn 1 play it, turn 2 archive a card, turn 3 can pull and use archive. It is a whole turn slower than Change.
All right, fair enough. 4 it is.
Yeah, and you're only getting 1 card in that scenario, right? Because you need to have scenario out.
Not well. I mean, yes. In that scenario where you actually played this as turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, sure.
Right.
But it is 3 turns where Shard of Change is second turn possible. Right.
Second turn on every turn.
And there are a handful of cards in Aquadon that are worth like being able to come back to. Just having the 2 Aember Pip guy, whatever, and a hoist, right? And being able to just do that multiple turns in a row. What is a state sale in this set? That's a really dumb thing too, where you just purge.
Don't think so.
Purge my stuff.
Well, boys,
or was I playing GR when I state sailed?
I'm not sure.
Those brand new 24 cards, we went ahead and placed it the highest out of all the other sets. This is 3.29.
Yeah, I think these are better than any other house so far.
Better than Dis? I don't know.
Hold
on. Let me see what I did. So, because I also copied it. These are just my scores. And I have the, all the cards scored. So if I go to Dis, total score for Dis, if I just 134 is my total score for Dis. If I go to Giestoid, although it did say there's an extra card in here. That's fine. We'll just ignore that for a second.
So subtract 3.
Oh, it's a lot more. 151. Huh.
The difference is
all right.
I think you did it wrong.
Cards in this are garbage. There was only one in this whole pile.
And there wasn't a 0.
There's not a 0.
Oh, was there a 0 in Dis? I don't know that there was a 0 in Dis. The other houses had zeros.
I mean, like, I think those two creatures. Mosquito is a 0.
I mean, it's a 1.
Sure. And same with
What did I have echoed on at?
that other
118.
garbage one.
And I had Brobnar at 113. Yeah. So.
And then I
pecking order
think
here.
when you start looking and you look at the reprints, this set is still a Giestoid set.
That is why I think it jumps so much, right? Because you've got, let's just look here, Soul Tender, Mender, you've got in here somewhere.
Junk
right?
Rest.
You've got Junk Rest.
It's Junk Rest and in here somewhere.
Yeah.
The only thing that bothers me about this is that the other houses do not lean into the haunted effect. It is just Geistoid. And so that but GR, you actually had multiple houses that were leaning into it. So it does have an impact, but it is still a very, very good set.
This isn't the haunted set.
No.
Right?
But there's also not quite as critical that you're haunted.
Yeah. Fly, it's still here. Right. Oh, there is a 0. Kaspara is a 0.
Is that still in set?
Yeah.
Let's say actually that's one of the things that makes Geistoids better in this version is there are less of those rare linked Garbo creatures.
Yeah. Animating Force is here. Strong Feeling is here. So those are really good reprints. So
yeah, your bad reprints? Harvest Skimmer.
Just fine.
Yep.
Yeah. 3. It's decent. Yeah, it's pretty good.
All
yeah,
right.
I actually wonder if we are undervaluing Colonel Slime just because you want Geistoid. You want more cards that are Geistoid.
I mean, I put him
just
as a
play
4.
more Geistoid turns.
Yeah.
He's so bad.
But
like
making other things Geistoid makes
it is good.
Broken good stuff happen.
It can also make not.
For
It can also make a wet fart.
No, all you need is that Colonel Slime to enhance Corner of the Market, right?
Yeah, right. And then you're off to the win.
In here somewhere, so you get your Ectofly, and then you just lock your opponent, right? Just every turn, play Corner of the Market, and then you just win. And that's right up your alley, Wookiee, right? Like,
oh yeah,
just
you're not
totally
wrong. That
opponent.
is right up my market.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I just, I want to like him, but he's just so not good.
Kind of slimy.
Just there's nothing that makes me like. He doesn't do anything exciting. Like, yeah, he scraps to capture one. He's a 5 power vanilla. I mean, yeah, but he doesn't like. It's so weird. Like, I want to like it, but at the same time, it feels. It's a feels bad card. Like, you put something good on a feels bad card.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't think a generic 5 power creature is that feels bad. He isn't exciting, but the fact that I know what he has done, it's better than. I mean, like, I would take that 5 power creature there over the Groaks and damn near every 5 power giant ever created. Maybe we could think of one if we try, but like over all the 5 power giants with mediocre effects, like I would rather have a
what? So what do we put him at? Do we put him at a 3? Is that where we put Slime 3?
Let me check.
I said 4.
Yeah, slime is at a 3.
Yeah, I'm still okay with that at a 3. I ain't got no idea.
He's
like,
better than that.
4.
I can't push him to the 4. I
can push him to the 4. I'm
you can push the buttons.
I think he's a 2.
Okay, there are already 1,000+ decks with Veil of Ectoplasm and Craptacular Rays.
Yeah.
Plus 1 archive 2 cards card, and you can make that hit pretty often. That's pretty good.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. We thank you all for joining. We thank everybody in the chat for helping us out with our rankings tonight. If you want to help us do our rankings, you know where to find us. Discord. We're here 8:30 Central every single Thursday. Most Thursdays. We're coming up on our holiday break here shortly.
What holiday?
Oh well, short,
KFC?
It's in like 2 months.
Like the KFC holiday. That's what you're talking about.
Well, we got
right?
the KFC holiday, and then you know we typically take that between Christmas and New Year's. We take that off.
I suppose I'll give you guys the week off. You know,
you'll give us the week off. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
We have to let Help from Future Self get more episodes. I mean, we definitely control the amount of time we talk, but we'll give them more episodes.
It is cool to see Dev over there. That is. Yeah.
So, welcome to the content.
Welcome to
audios. Welcome to the content audio side.
No, he's not the one editing anything. Look,
yeah, that's just you.
That's just me and my torture.
Thank you, sir.
Now I'm editing too. What have I done?
I don't know what you've done. I don't know. We don't understand.
You know what? It's fine.
We're
fine.
first.
You love it.
You know, listen.
We can beat your ass on a weekly basis.
That's fine.
Z got it. Z can't. So
yeah, you can.
No, we can't.
What do you mean?
It's too far away to whoop you.
Oh, like physically.
We can drive over and physically whoop you.
That you can do. Yes.
You're talking about assault, Wookie.
Yes.
Aggravated assault.
I thought we were talking like on a show we do weekly. You could whip my ass, not like I'm going to come whip your ass. I didn't think we were actually throwing hands, but I guess we are now. All of a sudden,
actual boot to ass
out of nowhere, we're just gonna start throwing hands.
I'll bring Ewok and he'll punch you in the eye.
Hey,
yeah, that seems fair.
If you continue to punch me, I will. I'll give you a warning.
Nobody has punched you here. I don't know where we're going with this.
I've punched him many times.
Well, that's different. You don't know personal space.
No, he does not.
Especially when I'm intoxicated.
That's very true.
So come join us at
KFC, where sheep can also violate your personal space as well. Don't forget
elsewhere while you guys are getting drunk.
Don't forget to sign up for your Lick Your Favorite Archon event. That will or won't be happening.
Delicious.
I wonder who's.
I'll triple sleeve fraud, and then everybody can lick it.
No. I don't think you understand how the Lick Your Favorite Archon event works.
I understand where you're going. And
somebody, you know what? Somebody can explain it to you when you're older. It's fine.
Cardboard Sheep will be there, I hear.
Cardboard Sheep will be there. Nice. Weirdly enough, he is my favorite Archon.
Yeah.
I haven't.
We actually said that we would trade 3 Cardboard Sheeps for real sheep.
We did.
That happened this week at Locals. Sheep looked actually a little depressed.
And if you want to join in on our boys' bachelor party, maybe join in. King Riku's bachelor party.
Yeah, does he know this is happening?
I think he asked for it.
Did he?
What?
I don't think that's it.
We will have debauchery in your honor.
I think he was like, guys, you should like let's all be happy with me, and we're like, bachelor party.
You have put the opportunity for debauchery in front of us, and you think we're gonna miss it?
Yeah,
all our friends got old, and nobody's getting married anymore. So
I just heard I want to have an American style bachelor party. And I asked him from
words too.
From 1 to The Hangover, how wild do you want to get?
Yeah,
and he said somewhere in the middle, and I think we can pull that off.
We can put him in the middle of some stuff.
I'm totally not bringing any drugs, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There'll be no drugs.
Yeah, we won't get that wild.
But who knows? Maybe Mike Tyson will show up, and you don't want to miss that.
What?
Haven't you ever seen The Hangover?
Yeah, but he was in the wow. It's
been
a long time.
He was in the very first Hangover. He shows up and starts singing Phil Collins and with a tiger.
Oh, I remember there was like a tiger in their hotel room or something.
Whenever I think bachelor party, I actually think very bad things.
Which is, and if you're the female persuasion,
you're welcome, sheep. You're welcome.
If you're the female persuasion, right? Maybe there will be a bachelorette party for Mrs. Riku.
There is something in the works.
So
nice.
I mean, there's a little bit for everybody.
Nice.
Come join Keyforge. And while
Heck
these
yeah.
guys want to give me flack about doing another podcast on our feed, I thought, hey, maybe that'll bring some people in. Maybe we can all dabble together. Maybe. You never know.
Mm.
You never know. You never know.
I don't know about them dirty deck builders.
Well, you know what? As you say, sheep, when them dirty deck builders and all their stuff crashes and it's not there no more, they can come running right to Keyforge.
That's right. We'll be here.
Will we? Nobody knows.
Maybe.
But with that being said,
we're not going to be here.
That's going to do it for us for this week. And we'll see you all next week.
Happy forging, everyone.
May the forge be with you.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.